Oh, let's hear this one.
You want to
Everyone.
hear this first?
This
Okay.
tall tale you're about to
If
tell
you want
us.
to go
It's
at it,
not.
sure.
It's not a tall tale. She was, maybe she just doesn't know what's happening in Star Wars, like everything announced. This is confirmed lie. It's a confirmed lie.
Confirmed.
Or,
Who are we
well,
slam? Who are
well,
we slamming again?
let's. I'm not. No, listen, Brucifer. I'm not gonna clip out those. That I clipped out that clip from last night. Oh my god, holy shirt.
What, you
I'm
got
not.
backlash from
clip?
it?
What clip?
I'm not even. I don't even know. It doesn't. Never. Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. You don't watch the end of last night's live
Oh
stream.
boy, that's after I left, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Let it,
Oh boy.
that's when the fun started.
Wait,
There
is
was
that
a pretty
Max?
notorious
I
game
blame
going on.
CGH for that.
all right. Let me.
Wait, Max danced?
No,
The island.
Oh,
the island question. That did me in. That did me in. Don't clip that out, anyone. Okay. I forgot
Too
to get the
late.
article. All right. Let me.
well, we all know that Max wants to
Oh,
if.
No. No.
Is CJ trying to cancel Mac right now?
Yeah. Darn it! I had the article. I'm gonna have to go to
Wouldn't be the
the
first time.
direct.com. I'm gonna have to go to direct.com to find the article. The island question was a legitimate topic.
I agree.
Kennedy is the queen of cancellations.
Wow.
Uh,
That's crazy.
The hatred.
it's not hatred to found. It's not hatred to point out
It's a
the
strong
truth.
dislike.
No, I what? Because I call her on her shit. You know, she
That's
has.
what actually. No, you hate. We know you hate Catherine
No.
Kennedy.
While we're on the subject of Disney, did you know that Disney did get hacked tonight?
Really?
Wait, what?
Oh, I gotta
Where?
change my password.
Yeah. Apparently, Disney got hacked. Its IT systems.
I
An
did not
employee
know
left a
that.
message
you.
that his corporation got hacked. The attacker went after the employees, and they tried to cover it up.
Oh boy.
I did not know that.
I have to find an article that's not like bounding in the comics. I had one earlier. It's just that my stinking.
This is why you need to put links in the description.
No, I do. It's just my mouse has been effing
His
up,
mouse
so it
is
actually
off.
has been. It's been It's been closing.
Excuses.
The
Excuses.
buttons.
Oh,
are
here we
sticky.
go. Yeah, it's an old mouse. From my bachelor days. No, I'm kidding. I was leading into your joke. I was kidding.
What?
No, it's
All sticky.
no, it's an old crusty,
That's even worse.
like mouse that I found until my new mouse, because I ruined the other one by dumping a glass of water on it. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes. All right. Brucifer, just so you know, you asked for the link. You're on Team MME now, so you're in.
I know.
The link is in that group.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That's because you have to
scroll up.
No, it's because you have
sometimes you gotta
every time
scroll up.
somebody joins, you have to reset the link.
All right, so here I finally found an art. There's actually a lot of articles out, but I wanted to not get like bounding in the comics, and
They really made an article about that. Interesting.
Bounding in the comics has gone
Derek,
way
DC.
too political lately.
they are always political. Okay, so new Star Wars report exposes Lucasfilm lies about Kevin Feige movie. Despite Kathy Kennedy's claims about Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie, the evidence suggests otherwise. It was in October 2019 that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige was announced to be developing a Star Wars film.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was like last year. Okay.
She says, oh, that was never really a thing. That was through. Yes, there is, Voltaire. There is.
Bro, you have to resend the link every time somebody joins.
Oh, you put them in after the links were sent in there, dude.
Oh.
Ha ha.
So it
See,
is my
this-
fault.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here.
All right.
I did not know that the Feige project was even announced in 2019. That was like a couple years ago. I thought.
Okay.
I thought it was like in 2020 they announced on 21.
All right. Well, damn this mouse. You're going to hear that a lot over the next few days.
When do you
Max,
when do you get
Max,
your new
do you want me
mouse?
to? Max, do you want me to post a link in the group chat?
No, I just did it. I just did it. Okay. So thank you, Claudia. It was in 2000 October 2018. However, in March of this year, Feige's film was allegedly shelved, with many believing it was due to MCU's present time constraints. But after Lucasfilm president made headlines announcing 3 films at Star Wars Celebration, it was her denial about Kevin Feige's film that truly surprised fans. When asked about Kevin Feige's Star Wars film at Star Wars Celebration, Kathy Kennedy seemingly denied its existence altogether, saying there was nothing ever got developed. Okay. If Voltaire is here. Hey, Voltaire, how's it going?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Oh, it's probably some more of that rumors and speculation you like to talk about.
Well, senior nerd, you know, we could, if someone, if he's on Twitter, you could send, if you ask someone on Twitter, my stinking wrist is like bugging the shit out of me right now with all these clicks with this stupid mouse. But yes, you could send it to him if you'd like, if someone wants to contact someone on Twitter. Okay.
At me on Twitter.
Yeah. Kevin Feige's project was something announced in the press, or I suppose fandom, but there was nothing ever got developed. I believe that part. It was announced but didn't get developed, just like all the projects. We never discussed an idea. As everyone knows, Kevin is a huge Star Wars fan. If he did come up with something, I would be all ears, but that's never really happened. So it's not an abandoned project. It just never really happened. In his What I'm Hearing newsletter, Matt Belloni addressed the Lucasfilm president claims of the film's non-existence, noting Kennedy actually received updates on its status. Among these updates was Loki and Doctor Strange 2 writer Michael Waldron signing on to pen the script, and who has since publicly commented on its progress.
I did remember doing the Loki press. I believe somebody asked him about his Star Wars project, and they said, "Yeah, I'm working on it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like,
"Oh, so it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy that announced it."
She should know. Listen, no more excuses for Kathy, Christopher. She should know what projects are announced in Star Wars, even if she's not the one announcing it. That's her job.
It wasn't announced, was it? It was like always a rumor. Who said it? When was this announced?
Well, we're getting to that.
As for Feige, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. As for Feige's film having been announced in the press or fandom, Belloni set the record straight on his comment as well, explaining that Alan Horn, the previous Walt Disney Studio chairman and chief creative officer, is who announced the project. That's her boss.
Wait. So he was the one who announced it.
Yes, but she should know.
So it was above her pay grade.
So he didn't tell her.
Are you freaking kidding me now? Are you freaking? Do you hear this? Voltaire, help me out here.
This is Kathleen Kennedy white knighting for some reason. I don't get it.
No. Even if she didn't specifically announce it, if your boss announces a Star Wars project, should you know about it, Voltaire?
Yeah, of course you should. That's what I'm saying. But the people defending her are white knighting her for some reason.
Yeah, but if he was the one who announced it and he didn't tell her, I mean,
she should know. She should know everything.
I mean, yes, I understand. She should.
She should know all projects announced.
Yeah, she should. But
I don't care who announced it, especially if her boss, Alan Horn, was her boss, right?
Yes, before he went to Warner Brothers. Yes.
Go ahead, Brian.
It's okay.
No. Go ahead.
No. It is quite all right.
What? No. I want you to. Just don't get mad.
What difference does it make?
All the difference in the world, brother. All the difference in the world. If you're doing your job, if my boss announces a project that I didn't announce, I'm still going to keep track of that project.
Not if you're saying handle my lightweight.
What?
Dude.
What?
Have you ever been a manager?
If your boss is working on something and you're not involved in that project, why would you know the details of that project?
Yeah.
To even admit that it was officially announced?
Yeah, but like she didn't know details about the projects. He
But
was
no,
the
she
one
didn't
who
say
announced
she
it.
didn't know
details. She said it was announced in the fandom. I mean, that is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
He's
Well,
gaslighting.
she said announced in
He
the
is
press.
gaslighting everyone instead of admitting the failures of Lucasfilm.
Oh,
Well,
my
she said
That's not on me.
pre-
This one's not on me.
She
you know.
said
Yeah.
in the press or the fandom. That's what she said. Either both.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. I'm going to tell you, just because I know what it's like to work in a structured environment, which I'm sure many of you do. She's the boss of Star Wars. Then somebody over her head worked out this Kevin Feige deal. She didn't like it. All
Yeah,
right. Which I don't
probably
blame her.
didn't.
Right?
Yeah.
And so she just ignored it. And now that it's gone because he's gone and it's dead, now she says, yeah, it's never official. Nothing ever came of it. But she's lying that it was like,
Well, okay,
never
guys, did they
announced
march
in the
out on
press.
the stage? But it wasn't a big thing though. It was us hyping it up mostly. I'm
You're
dead
changing-
serious.
You're
Did they come
changing
on
the
stage and
goalpost.
announce him at freaking Celebration? They're like, "Hey guys, here's Kevin Feige. Here's what he's directing." No, they never did that. So
I mean,
I don't see what the-
Brian does
the
have a point. They
kerfuffle is
never,
here.
they never,
They
they never
address
came out
it.
on stage and announced it. They never made a press
Oh my
release.
goodness.
It was all speculation based from Scoopers and us fueling the
Alan
fires,
Horn is
man.
not speculation. Alan Horn.
Okay,
announced
so
it.
that's who leaked it.
Leaked it. Alan Horn's a leaker. Okay.
Yes.
he didn't
No,
leak it. He
dude,
announced.
I'm just saying we've been talking about this particular situation with Kevin Feige potentially directing a Star Wars. The thing is it's one of those things. It's been speculation. There really hasn't been anything concrete. I don't remember them saying Alan Horn did that. Do you? I just remember Mikey Sutton saying, "Hey,
this
you
is
know,
no one's mentioned Mikey Sutton in this at all. This is all Alan Horn.
I'm just okay. Never mind."
It's a joke.
At the time, Horn acknowledged both studio presence in the announcement, saying it made sense for the two producers to work on Star Wars film together. This was also when other projects were falling through. I think this was also kind of like a damage control before Marvel had its own issues, to just get with the time frame, knowing that a diehard fan Kevin is, it made sense for these two extraordinary producers to work on a Star Wars film together. The official Star Wars YouTube show even announced Feige's theatrical endeavor. And this is where I knew this too. I
guess I just don't pay attention.
Yeah. Back in 2019, the Hollywood Reporter
let me hang it up, dude. I'm done.
No. You made this clip out even more exciting. Because I think Star Wars fans are beaten down that we give excuses. I do, and there's going to be more proof. It's not over yet. We're going to bring up some post from Echo Base Network, my pals.
I have a link for you.
Okay,
all
right.
Let me put it in the
back in
private
2019, the Hollywood Reporter states Feige just didn't discuss his Hollywood Reporter, his intentions with Alan Horn, but also Kennedy. But according to Baloney, Kathy Kennedy was never enthusiastic. So that,
oh my God, she perjured herself. Oh, we are so done. You got her, Max. You got her, buddy.
She got herself. I didn't get her.
Good job, man.
I didn't report this.
Finally, after all these years of hard work on YouTube, you finally did it. Congrats, sir.
Holy sarcasm, bright Batman.
Brian, man. You mean Brian, man.
Weird.
What?
Yeah, I sent you an article from 2019 when this was announced.
She finally got fired.
You're bringing up fake news, Brucifer?
What?
No,
Nobody said it was fake news.
The ratings were better back then, all right?
Oh, okay. According to Baloney, Kathy K was never enthusiastic.
Did
I
you
think
just
that's
say
the real
baloney?
story.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the story.
Dave Baloney, the new guy who's running Star Wars, handpicked by
Baloney noted that in the
Lucas.
in the years following 2019's disappointing release of The Rise of Skywalker under Kevin Feige leadership, Marvel Studios released 8 successful. Okay, there's also Katie's record of behind-the-scenes issues. All right, we don't need to hear all about this.
We know about those issues.
Yeah, I think this was placed upon her, so she doesn't. Ultimately, I understand she doesn't want to take credit for this falling through because I think this was above her.
Wouldn't it be
This is her
Feige
boss.
that lied?
No, what? Feige lied. He was in talks, confirmed. I think he's got more pressing matters right now, though, right? But with Marvel, he's got to make sure Marvel tightens its ship up. And I don't think this is anything Kathy ever wanted to do, honestly.
I never heard like details of the movie, what was going to be, what timeline it was going to be in. He just said like, okay, he was just doing a movie, and everybody was like, okay, well, let's see what happens to it.
All right, 1 second, Senior Ned. I'll get you the
No,
link.
that's cool, but she said that there was never anything, you know.
You're
was never
imagining
real.
this. This was the trades and fandom that brought this up. They wanted Feige. We didn't say that. And that's not
Mhm.
accurate. You know?
She was
All right,
spinning it, which I get. That's part of her job, but I mean, that was a stupid way to spin it. She could have just said, "Yeah, it didn't work out. We were in talks, but you know, who knows? It could happen again in the future. But for now, there's nothing
Or
hardcore
it-
plan."
or
Alright,
did it-
I know some people are upset about this, but does it really matter in the long
Yes.
term
Yes,
of
it does.
Star Wars?
Yes, it
Not
does.
a damn thing, Bruce.
Yes,
Fred.
it does.
As
Not
to
a
her
damn thing.
integrity,
Not really. Like he's just not doing the project no more. Just it is what it is. Simple as that.
It does matter with
I
the,
think
with the
we've
history.
demonstrated on here that people have very short memories. So, like, honestly, it really doesn't.
I'll
I'll
show
forget
you how
about
it
it.
matters. It's just another one on the list. Although I will give her, you know, I don't think this was her fault. This one, I think she didn't
You
want to have
just
anything.
blamed her for the whole thing.
I did blame her, to be honest.
I blamed
I mean,
her for
that's what
spinning
she
the
says. At
truth.
least you guys can agree with that, right? She can't
I'm
be
not
trusted.
blaming. I'm blaming her for not following through is not her fault, but lying about it
What
is. her fault.
executive can be trusted to tell the public the truth?
Are we defending executives?
fair.
What the hell's going on here? You're right. Yes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, this
Now
was
here-
on Twitter. Like,
here-
a month
yeah.
ago, I remember
I've
This
this.
seen
is-
people simp for certain directors on both sides, so just saying.
What?
No,
Wow,
it's
Max
not
would
saying
never
any
do that.
name.
Never.
All right, so here we go. This is facts. Never forget this year either. Thanks to Tom.
His name
From
right,
Midnight's
the
Edge.
Crack Writer.
All right, completed Disney Star Wars. These are facts here. J.J. Abrams, The Force Awakens.
Names on
What?
Ames none.
Is this a credible news source?
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to be because this is accurate. These are all true.
Were all these projects announced officially?
Yes. Patty Jenkins, they did a video. Benioff and Weiss was official.
Okay, the Josh Trank one, I mean, we know what happened to Josh Trank.
All these excuses.
From
was
Force
canceled.
flop, and that movie didn't happen.
I'm
Lord
sorry. I'm sorry.
Lord
Ready. People don't understand the development process. They're just not ready.
Lord
That's
Miller went to did the Spider-Verse universe with Sony. What else? Gareth Edwards. I mean,
Do you see what's happening here, Voltaire? They won't even let me read
good.
this. Voltaire.
It's amazing, actually. I no insults to everybody. I just don't get why everybody's such a Kathleen Kennedy apologist.
No, it's
I get it.
It's not for Kathy Kennedy. It's across the board. People
No,
like
I
to-
just think Max has an axe to grind and his bias is showing.
Yes.
I do have a bias against Kathy.
I don't hate Catherine Kennedy.
I admit that.
whatsoever. It's just
I don't
like-
hate her. I don't hate her. I didn't want that to happen on the
I
island.
mean, I just
Christopher
say the,
gave me no
the project
choice.
didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
Christopher
Simple as
gave me
that.
no choice. I didn't want that to happen. And it
I
was
gave you a choice. You could have swam off the island.
Okay.
Okay, go
No.
ahead, Max. Read it.
But here's my thoughts on this whole situation. In
Damn,
Hollywood.
I could
well,
have swam off the island.
Here's my situation that I see happening in Hollywood. People like to demonize actors, actresses, and directors, and they, in my opinion, simp for executives that have so much money and so much at their disposal. If you're telling me Star Wars doesn't have the greatest, Star Wars has the most opportunity and resources at its disposal, the most money, and she can't get it together, she absolutely deserves to be criticized. And these are facts. This isn't just an anomaly. Completed Disney Star Wars, J.J. Abrams, The Force Awakens, Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi. They didn't, to be fair, they didn't include Rise of Skywalker. I guess they're including Rise of Skywalker not complete because it was changed.
I mean,
Okay.
it was changed.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams.
Changed.
Rogue One was completed.
It was,
Who
but
did
it was taken over, rewritten, reshot
Doesn't
by
really
Tony
matter.
Gilroy.
It was
But
completed.
does that matter?
Who do you
Yeah,
think
it was
should run
completed.
Lucas?
Yeah.
Well,
Put that-
let's go.
yeah.
Let's go through this. That does matter. That is significant. That
It
was
does. It was
they-
reshot and complete. It was already complete. It's a done movie.
they
It came out.
basically
They
Zack
Rogue One
Snydered
come
him,
out.
but Gareth Edwards was
Zack
okay with
Snyder.
it.
But
No,
Max,
Gareth
did
Edwards was
Rogue One
okay
come
with
out?
it.
Yes or no?
Yes, it came out.
It was reshoot and reshots. Yes.
Yes.
The movie made ton of money.
And it was
doesn't
one of the
matter.
best Star Wars movies ever.
Okay.
Simple as
And it
that.
led to Andor. Okay. Josh
And it
Trank,
led to
Boba
Andor.
Fett canceled. We understand that one.
We understand that because
Well-
Frank Stick flopped.
Yeah.
Boom.
True. Facts.
Lord of Miller Solo, reshot by Ron Howard. That was a disaster.
That's unfortunate. I wish we
Yeah.
got Solo too.
Yeah.
But hey, at least they're doing the Spider-Verse universe with Sony.
Colin Trevorrow, Duel of the Fates. That was taken over
Oh,
by
I forgot about that.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams. Yeah.
Stephen Daldry, I remember this actually was going to go forward. They had a press announcement in
Yeah,
the
I remember that one, yeah.
and through like Hollywood Reporter, and then there was also they started filming and they stopped filming on set. They stopped Obi-Wan when it started.
Wait, what? Wait, really?
Do you know that? Yes.
I don't know that.
The first
I know
version
the
of
writer.
the
but,
first
like,
version of Obi-Wan, they were actually on set, had everyone on location stopped.
Is there footage? Pictures of
I'd
it?
have to get all the receipts, but I know it happened. I remember. I'm like, wow.
So
I'm
just-
really
I
upset.
do agree.
So-
Obi-Wan should have been a movie. It would've
Max's
made ton of
memory is
money.
not very
So,
trustworthy.
so we just rely on your word.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the proof?
Oh my god, here
So
we go.
Obi-Wan was
Max,
supposed
you
to
could-
be a
you
It's
could
movie.
do
so
the
funny
research
we talk about this
tomorrow.
stuff like
Yeah.
it's like so super serious.
That is true.
Well,
I got a
agree
question.
with
This is
that.
movie talk. It is super serious.
Wait, I got a
Damn
question.
serious, man.
No.
I got a
This
question.
is
It's like
So,
we're
life
trading
and
the
death.
land or something.
so Obi-Wan was supposed to be a movie then.
Okay.
Yes, it was supposed
Yes.
to be a movie before Disney Plus
Ah, I
was
see.
a thing. It was a
All right,
Boba
thing.
Fett
here
was
we
supposed to
go.
be the
Here we-
Mandalorian, and then
the-
the Mandalorian became the Boba Fett, and then
Yeah.
Boba Fett was in Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian was in the
Here
Boba
we
Fett.
go.
Stuff-
Here we
Yep.
go. Here's the facts. You know, this should never. This is embarrassing. This is from the Wrap. You know, this is who's on the
From
Wrap?
Wrap.
That's
Berto Gonzalez.
Berto Gonzalez.
Oh,
It is Umberto Gonzalez too. It is Umberto Gonzalez
God,
too.
Lord.
really?
Obi-Wan. Look, here you go. I remember I was so upset. Obi-Wan Disney Plus series delayed indefinitely. London crew sent home.
Wasn't it right before? the
Oh, that was
pandemic?
COVID. That was when COVID.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It wasn't because
That
of
was
COVID.
pre-crazy COVID. Yeah, that was pre. That was still January.
That was
2020.
not
Oh,
because
that was
of
January. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that was pre.
God.
Yeah.
now it's COVID. Wow.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I love all of you.
But isn't
really,
Umberto Gonzalez a scooper?
He's a
Mm.
yes, he's a troll and a scooper. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, oh my God, Brucifer.
All
I
I said
just-
was okay.
I just didn't want to bring up an article, a site that you don't trust. There's lots of articles on this. This isn't just Umberto.
But he
Oh my-
chose this one in particular.
At an event on Thursday, Ewan McGregor downplayed the seriousness of the situation, telling reporters the show is still on schedule and will begin filming early 2021. Production of the Disney series Obi-Wan was been placed on hold indefinitely. The crew at Pinewood Studios in London has been sent home. Collider
But
also reported.
doesn't matter. It's out now. We saw it.
It does matter.
It's over.
Facts
He's just
matter.
talking about how the management has been. That's I think
Yes.
Max's point.
Yeah. This type of thing should not happen. This is, just like we criticize DC for shelving movies that are almost done and all the chaos there. We should be able to criticize this. I don't get this. Okay. Representatives for Disney and Lucasfilm have not responded to and it was basically creative differences in the tone of the show. I remember that. I'm not going through this whole thing. But I'm
And
just,
what-
I have the
Yeah.
receipts.
What was
as we
next in the
look for it.
list?
You had to make a
Yeah.
point, basically.
Well, I people don't believe me. They're like, well, I do have a bad memory. That's
Yes,
true.
dude, Max, you make this point all the time, and that's why I'm just
Yes.
like, dude, okay,
Because
great, who
it was
cares?
ingrained. It was ingrained in my mind because I've been
It
I've
is
been watching
well
the Obi.
understood that they fucked up out the gate,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. All right,
And
next.
you
Look-
can never give them the benefit of the doubt, and that's what's like. It's so
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yes. Facts.
Okay. So Stephen Daldry, Obi-Wan Kenobi show, James Mangold, and that was the first time. That other one was the second time. James Mangold, Boba Fett, now Disney Plus show.
Well, now we got the
Do you want me
Mandalorian.
to
That was
start
the
talking
Boba
about
Fett
how bad
movie, and
DC
then
films
Boba
have
Fett got
been?
a spin-off.
Because I can do that.
So
I know they are.
and
I don't know
then
why
James
we.
Mangold is getting a Star
just
Wars
saying,
movie that he's both doing Swamp Thing and writing the Star Wars movie at the same time.
Yeah,
So
those
he
are still
doesn't
a
know which
while
one.
off.
He did say it in the Collider interview. He doesn't know which one will come first, but whatever which one is done, it will most likely be the first film he does.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
Benioff and Weiss, Untitled Jedi prequel. They were announced as a trilogy. Patty Jenkins, Rogue Squadron canceled. They went as far as to make a promo video.
God,
That
that
one was a big embarrassment because of that big hype in that promo video.
Yes.
that was man. I'm sorry, Patty.
JD Dillard.
But you said it was going to be a series.
No.
Either way, it
Whatever.
didn't happen.
No.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this. The excuses are like compounding.
Go ahead.
Kevin Feige and Michael Waldron, Untitled Film. There's now receipts that it's just her boss, and she didn't keep track of it for whatever reason. You think that's funny? It's the truth.
Yes, because it doesn't
It's the
matter
truth.
now.
It does matter. I mean, we criticize coaches for football teams and stuff. If a coach was mismanaging it this bad, what? This isn't a football. This isn't a football team, right? I know.
No, name a football team.
Steelers.
There you go. Good
The
man.
American
Actually,
football team, by the way. Not
Okay,
the
what about it? What was that? What does that matter?
I don't know.
He's trying to say that you don't know anything about football.
Okay.
Damn.
Stay
Zinger.
away from sports.
All right. Kevin Feige and Michael Waldron, Untitled Film. Yeah. Damon Lindelof and Justin Britton, Untitled Post. Now they actually have replaced the writer. Okay.
Yeah, they just replaced
That is significant.
But to be fair, Damien did say that if the movie's not good, I'm not going to make it. So he did say that before they announced it. So yeah, that's
Wait,
I-
they had the Ryan Johnson trilogy. That's pretty much done. It's not gonna
Okay.
happen.
So that took 20 freaking minutes to give you the receipts.
good, man.
So
Good.
what's your
Uh,
thoughts?
That's a lot.
Even
That's
if
a long
Captain
time.
Candy defending like Matt, like me, like myself, those doesn't look good.
Yes,
I got-
thank you.
I
That's
got,
all.
I gotta say, I mean, she does a good job, but she's done a better job. So I'm the people that, and especially now, like if Snyder says true that Favreau almost left because Captain Candy almost took over.
Well, that's not proven. Yeah.
That's
That's-
not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
still,
even
but
gonna.
like I feel like she pretty much she drove Favreau away, and he's pretty
That's
much the
not-
one that. But I feel like it might be true. I think she should just leave right now. Give it to someone else. I'm not saying the person next is gonna do it better, but could be worse right now.
In the first thing that we get back in theaters after all these years is Ray.
Yeah,
They-
that's the
they
one thing I
should-
still can't go over.
they
Like, okay, like I do like Ray. I do like the
I like
sequel
Ray.
trilogy. But
You know who
but it
should be
hasn't
in
been. Wait,
charge.
hold on. I'm not done. CJ.
Hold on, CJ.
It hasn't been nearly not even a decade. They should wait a lot longer if you want to go to the sequel trilogy. The people still like the whole thing where it's like take place in before the sequel trilogy. So why cannot